Today I'm going to talk to you about how to get through the holidays and still feel good when the vacation is over. And then, of course, I'm going to share with you guys my weekly results. Alright, so the first thing I want to just start up by saying is the most important thing that I preach to my team to focus on going through any vacation, whether it be a getaway for like a week, or like Thanksgiving, or Christmas, New Year's, any of those longer breaks. For me personally, I get a 4-day weekend for Christmas and Thanksgiving, so it's pretty challenging sometimes, you know. So, and then not to mention New Year's. So I got a few long vacations to get through, but what I'm going to talk to you about is the most important thing that I tell my team to focus on when going through these longer breaks, and that is get in all your workouts. Something that I tell my team is to keep it simple. As far as if you're ever questioning when to skip a workout or when it's okay to skip a workout, the simple rule of thumb that I go by is if you're not skipping a shower, then don't skip a workout. Just because you're behind or whatever, maybe you're short on time, you got up late, or you just got a lot going on. You don't typically skip a shower when you have that type of thing going on, unless it's an emergency and you wake up and you gotta go. Then that's a little different, So use that to next time you're thinking about skipping a workout. If you don't skip a shower, don't skip a workout. Your workout is just as important as taking a shower, if not more important, because workouts is what's gonna help keep you alive more. So just keep that in mind. It's pretty simple, right? And if you can't do a full workout, it's definitely important to still do something. I think we can all agree, if you go out of the game for even 2 or 3 days, I think you as well as I know that it's a lot harder to get back in it when you just even skip 2 or 3 days, right? So it's absolutely crucial to keep that base of your foundation strong, which is what I always preach to my team, is your workouts is the base of your foundation. If you got nothing to build off of, you got nothing. So let your workouts be the base of your foundation, and then food and, is extra stuff that you can worry about, like just get in your workouts. Let that be your main focus. So there you go. So again, when you go through a vacation, even if you're like, say, going out for a week, like if me and my wife, say go out on vacation for like a week, I'll do a simple workout, a 20-minute workout. That's a full body workout. There's actually one workout that I do from the program that I do that I pretty much memorized, and all I need is 2 10 or 15 or 20 pound dumbbells, and I can use those same weights throughout the entire workout. And the workout is easy enough to where I can remember it. So I always try to make sure I just do something, get in all my workouts. If you can't do the entire workout, like I said, it's still important to at least do something. Stay in that habit, in that routine of working out. Sometimes that's almost even more important than getting results and just eating and whatever. Staying in the habit of working out is so important, because another thing that I always tell my team, working out is what is going to make you want to eat better and just improve on everything else pretty much in your life, basically. It all starts in the gym. So just get in your workouts. That's my absolute main focus for me personally when I go through a long break. The second thing I want to talk to you guys about is eating. Eating is also obviously really important. Do you need to eat perfect? No. But it's important to find that balance. Loosen up the reins a little bit. Be realistic. I would never tell anybody to still stick to one cheat day. You gotta live a little. Loosen up the reins a little bit is fine. But again, it's kind of a gray area because some people struggle with eating even when they're not on vacation. So keep that in mind. If you're struggling with eating and it's really not technically going to be even a cheat day or 2 or 3 or whatever, then maybe you should still try to really work on not just eating whatever you want. Obviously, I would try to eat as clean as you possibly can. Let that be a good motivation tool to eat good when you're supposed to be, which is pretty much during the week. In a normal week, I tell people, stick to 1 cheat day. Eat clean for 6, and I promise, when you earn your cheat day, you're gonna enjoy your cheat day more. I promise you that. So let that be motivation to, stay on track. So when it comes to cheat day, you can go free for all and not worry about it and feel completely guilt-free. The same kind of rule applies to these longer breaks. Do you, really deserve to kind of loosen up the reins a little bit, like you normally would if your eating was on point? You kind of gotta answer that yourself. Has my eating been that great? Should I really just loosen up the reins, to the extent to where I'm eating, say, ham every day over break? Probably not. I'd probably stay away from ham. I try to eat cleaner things, and continue to work on eating clean when you're supposed to be. And then when it comes to vacations, you can loosen up the reins a little bit more, and maybe you can even have ham every single day, and it's not such a big deal. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, when you're supposed to be eating clean, eat clean. So when it comes to times like vacation, your cheat day, all those moments that, where you like to loosen up the reins a little bit, you can do that and not feel so damn guilty about it, like I do. Sometimes when I don't have a perfect week, I don't go as hard on cheat day for very obvious reasons, because I feel a little guilty and I want results. You know what sucks more than not eating the foods that you want? Being fat and not being happy with yourself, right? So that's all stuff that goes through my mind. So during the week, I'm not willing to sacrifice how I feel on my cheat day. And it's the same rule should apply over long vacations. I don't want to go on a long vacation and feel guilty about every little thing that I do. I want to go into my vacation and be I killed it last 2 months. I can loosen up the reins for a whole week and not feel too guilty about it. I think that's really important to have that during those moments like Christmas, Thanksgiving, vacations. You don't want that guilty feeling. It's not the way to live. But you gotta have this kind of thing in moderation, otherwise you're just gonna fall off the bandwagon even more if you don't care about your eating at all, ever. I think that's why we're talking, right? And why I help people is to get all this under control, because I think we can all agree that food is an addiction and it's really hard to stay on track. So use that as motivation, like I said, eat clean when you're supposed to so you can feel that guilt-free feeling and enjoy yourself when you should be able to, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and long vacations. So I hope that helps in that subject when it comes to eating. As far as what I personally eat, just to give you some examples of things that I do a little different, like Thanksgiving, first night of the vacation, I'm gonna loosen up the reins. I killed it all week long, so maybe I'm gonna have some sushi. Sushi isn't the worst, right? It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Still high in carbs, and then of course they put some sauce on there, and it's high fat sometimes and whatnot, but it's not the worst thing. But guess what? I killed it all week, so it's not such a terrible thing. And then, say on Thanksgiving Day, we're gonna stick to the main course, let's say turkey, ham, potatoes, green bean casserole, all the things that we typically have is fine. The things you really want to stay away from is things that have a lot of cheese, obviously, super high fat foods. Try to avoid the sweets altogether if you can. Or just keep your portion sizes small, slivers of everything. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I do. I personally, I like to try to stay away from sweets completely because I know that sugar is one of the worst things that you can have over a long vacation on a consistent basis that will completely screw you over when it comes time to go back to work or whatever. You know, you're gonna look at yourself and be like, what in the hell happened? Main thing is sugar, so you want to avoid sugar. And again, like I said, high-fat foods like cheese, you know, a lot of dairy, you know, recipes that have a lot of dairy in it, you know, like you want to limit that type of stuff. But when it comes to like turkey, you know, mashed potatoes, yeah, it's high carbs, not the worst though, you know. But that's what I do over my breaks. Another thing that I want to let you guys in on is that when it comes to vacation time, I'm not so worried about like moving forward with my results. Would I prefer to move forward with my results? Of course. The one thing that I like to try to do over vacations is to at least maintain where I'm at and not get worse than I was before I went on vacation or had a long break. So if I come out of the vacation and I didn't gain any weight, or I didn't gain percentage of body fat or gain waist size, I'm happy. I don't need to lose percentage of body fat, go down in weight and all this crazy stuff. Even if I'm close to my results that I had before vacation, I'm happy with that. So there's another thing that I'd like to just throw it at you guys as an extra tip is don't worry so much about getting results over vacation. At least try to maintain by doing those things that I just mentioned. Keep your portion size small, maybe go to Thanksgiving dinner, you know, not starving, eat before you go, and this same rule applies to like Christmas, you know, big gatherings like that. Obviously with COVID, you know, things might be a little different, but yeah, so just try to keep all those little things in mind, try to keep things lighter, and don't be so crazy about getting results over vacation. It's okay to have some extra stuff every once in a while and live a little bit. But again, like I said, have you been doing good outside of your vacation? You know, do you deserve to loosen up the reins a little bit and not worry about it? You know, if not, well, then you should really try to eat as clean as possible. Otherwise, you're just going to keep snowballing in the opposite direction of where you want to go, which is never a good thing either. So, yeah, so with my results, I didn't really lose much weight. I didn't really lose much percentage of body fat this week. I didn't really get ahead. But I'm okay with that. Like I said, as long as I'm kind of like sticking around to where I was before vacation, I'm good with that, you know? But yeah, that's all I got to say in this video, guys. I hope this kind of helped you if you're kind of like struggling getting through the holidays. Again, your takeaway should be this. Get in your workouts. Let that be your main focus. And if you can't do the whole workout, do something. Even if it's a short, small workout, like a 20-minute full body workout, you know, do something every single day, or, you know, at least 6 days a week, or whatever your program calls for. Get those in, no questions asked. The next thing, you know, set realistic goals for yourself is pretty much the takeaway when it comes to food, you know? If you've been killing it, loosen up the reins a little bit. It's okay. And don't worry so much about getting ahead and getting like more results over your breaks or vacation or whatever. It's okay to live once in a while. And that's another great thing about once you get to your goal, then it's like whatever, you know, it's then even if you gained a little bit, it's not such a big deal because you just come back and you lose it, like I do when I am at my goal, which I'm looking forward to getting to, which is under 10%. But yeah, that's something to look forward to. When you get to your goal, who cares if you gained a little bit? Then you can come back, you know you got a system that works, and you just lose it in like a couple weeks, you know? Not a big deal. So that's something you can look forward to when you do reach your goal. And then of course, you know, keep your eating a little bit better than you normally would. And I would stick to still 1, maybe 2 cheat days over your vacation. That's one thing I didn't really mention. I get that question a lot, you know, is it okay to have 2 cheat days, like full-fledged cheat days over holiday breaks? That goes back to what I was saying before. Have you been eating really good when you're supposed to be? And if you are, shit, yeah, who cares? 2 days isn't gonna like completely destroy you. Another big thing that I just want to throw out there and mention, alcohol. If you're an alcohol drinker, like I am, I don't drink a lot, but I like to have casual drinks every once in a while with my wife. So for me personally, I know alcohol is like one of the worst things you can do for your results. So I try to keep my drinking to a minimum. You know, I might have one day where I just don't worry about it. I'm not saying I'd get trashed, but you know, like have 3 or 4 or just get to that really good solid buzz, you know what I'm saying? And then that'll be that one day, you know, and then maybe one more day I'll have like maybe 1 or 2 and then that's it. You know, I don't like to have too much drinks because it completely destroys you, I'm telling you. But that's all I pretty much got to say in this video, you guys. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. And until the next time, we'll talk to you guys later. And don't forget, the door is always open to any of you guys that are sick of making excuses and want to go all in with getting in shape. That's what my team is for people that are ready to seriously go like all in with me, put their trust in me, and do exactly what I tell you to do. And I promise you will get results. I have a step-by-step process that I put people through to guarantee people results, because if you try to do everything like I always talk about in my past videos all at once, it gets to be a little overwhelming. So I break it down as much as possible to make it super easy for you to be like, okay, I do this, and then we do this, and then we do this, and then we do this. It's a step-by-step process. It's super slick, super amazing, and it really helps people a ton because it is overwhelming when you're getting in shape for the first time, or maybe the first time in a couple years. But that's all I got for you guys. Have an awesome week. Kick some ass. Until the next time, we'll talk to you later. Peace.
Now from the world seems like it's so that way now. Under the last day